My name's Jonathan Sree and I'm a City Councillor for the Gabba Ward, which is an electorate that takes in 7 suburbs on Brisbane's inner south side, including West End. West End has a really strong reputation as being a hub of culture and creativity and community, so it's an interesting place to live. There's a lot going on. There's a booming live music scene. There's a lot of visual art and creative expression happening. There's a lot of still food vans and non-profit orgs distributing services to people on lower incomes. So even as the rest of the inner south side has gentrified very quickly, on Boundary Street you can still see rich and poor rubbing shoulders. You just rock up on Boundary Street and something will happen. There'll be something going on, there'll be someone to run into. Where trees grow, so does first my love. The roots are at the foot of everything. The West Village development is one of the biggest developments in Brisbane's history. So we're talking upwards of 1,500 apartments, and none of them are going to be affordable for low-income workers, for musicians, for artists, for the people who make West End special. The Abso site used to be the home of the Motor Room, which was an awesome live music venue. And before that, it was a hub for a long time for a whole range of performing artists and musicians and creative professionals. It was like a bubbling, vibrant hub of creativity. The developers are essentially seeking to profit from and commodify this community vibe, but in the process, they're smothering and destroying it. At really short notice, the final weekend of the Boundary Street markets in the Motor Room was called off, and I think that's really sad. I think it shows that even though they talk about respecting creativity and culture and the community vibe, at the end of the day, their primary motivation is profit. And if that means robbing the community of an awesome weekend of music and culture and celebration, they'll do that.
This is a 2.6 hectare site, so it's huge. A lot of it's been unutilised for a long time, so there's been pinpointed for development for a really long time now. There's pushback just from having any kind of point of change.
My favourite thing about West End is the community, the connection, the fact that you can walk down the street and you're bound to see someone you know.
There's always so much great live music and quiet little funky bars to get a nice beer.
You walk down the street and people look at you, make eye contact, say good morning, how are you? I don't think you find that anywhere else.
The artist and the artish community that it is, very diverse bunch of people that live in the area.
So in my share house, I've lived here for 3 years, and it's basically a big old Queenslander that's been converted into 3 units. My favourite thing about living in West End would be that you tend to see the same sort of people all the time, so there's a real sense of like a small town sort of local community, which I haven't seen in any other suburb in Brisbane.
Densification of the inner city is a good thing, but the question we always need to come back to is who's making a profit out of this? Are the kinds of apartments that are being built, is the kind of infrastructure that's being delivered actually benefiting ordinary residents, or is the profit flowing primarily to a few wealthy investors and big developers?